Hello everyone, Sonia Walker here from I'mGonnaDoItMyself.com. I wanted to talk to you today about an issue that was concerning me. The other day I had a conversation with a woman who, when I mentioned to her that I was an artist, she mentioned her 14-year-old daughter. She said her daughter was an artist also, but her daughter was very shy, very reclusive, just very creative, but didn't have, high self-esteem, was just really, really kind of shy and standoffish, but really extremely creative. And I told her that that sounded very familiar because when I was a child, I had those same type of characteristics. And I began to think about some of the conversations I've had with people before who said, oh, I have a child. He's very creative, but he's very shy. He stays by himself. He doesn't have many friends. He doesn't socialize much. But this is becoming very familiar conversation with me. And I said to myself, this must be the basic characteristic of an artist. Not all artists, because some artists are outgoing, but I myself was a very shy child. Very secluded, stayed off to myself, not socializing much with my brothers and sisters. When they would be outside playing, with their friends, I would be in my room drawing and always in deep thought about, something. Always what I call in here and not so much on the external, always in the internal. And I just thought it was the way that I was, that I was just very shy. I didn't like to talk to people. At one point, when I was really young, about 5 or 4 or 5, they thought I was mute because I didn't do much talking. I was very quiet, didn't want to be around people, didn't want to talk to people. But the only thing that was my kind of like my salvation was drawing, was my escape, my way of getting away in my comfort. And I'm finding that there are a lot of children like this. And I wanted to make this video to address those kids. But I'm asking you to bear with me because I had to write down some things in order to remember to touch on certain topics or certain subjects around the topic. One, parents, what you need to do for that child. This child is extremely creative, extremely gifted, but he or she probably doesn't know that their personality, that characteristic, that shyness is a part of who they are. You have to let them know that that's okay. Because if you don't, then they will begin to feel bad about themselves, to develop a low self-esteem. Why am I so different? Why am I not like everybody else? Why do I have to stand out? Why is this me? All the negative self-talk that will, eventually they'll internalize and feel bad about themselves. You as a parent, need to let that child know that that's okay. You're okay. You're just unique. That's nothing bad. That's a good quality. That makes you very unique. And that child probably will do a lot of things to try to fit in with the crowd or fit in with the group. But I say, why try so hard to fit in when it's obvious that you stand out? There's a uniqueness that's yours and yours only, and that you need to own that. If parents, and I know most of the times a child might say, you don't understand, they think that a parent can identify with that because, they're different generations. But you have to just reassure that child, because the biggest role model in that child's life is that same-sex parent. For daughters, it's their mothers. For sons, it's their fathers. So you can have some influence on that child. So just let them know, encourage that talent within them, encourage that individuality, encourage that uniqueness, so they'll begin to internalize that and love themselves. Another point I wanted to touch on, the negative self-talk. I wanted to talk to the child about that. That negative self-talk will end up holding you back for a long period of time. I did it for years and years and years, not conscious of it, not realizing that these negative things I was telling myself were damaging my self-esteem, my self-worth, and it made me realize that, or made me think that I wasn't worthy. But once, as you grow, hopefully you get wiser. But fortunately for me, through years of trial and error and learning different information, I began to undo the damage that I did to myself in terms of the negative self-talk. Nothing negative, if I'm conscious of it, is going to enter my mind. Everything about myself, unique. It took me so long to appreciate who I am. I'm so different from a lot of other people that I know. The shyness, the all of those things that I looked at as a negative before, I see now as a positive, as a unique. Why try so hard to fit in when it's obvious that you stand out? And that's good. Nobody wants to be like somebody else. Why be a carbon copy? Be your own self. Be unique. Be proud of who you are. Take that talent that God gave you and nurture it, grow it, learn how to be productive with it, and go fly. Not even the sky is the universe. I hear people saying the sky is the limit. Not even the sky is the limit. The universe is the limit. You can see the sky. You cannot see the universe. So I just wanted to touch on that, to let these people, these children, these parents know that that child that has that unique, quiet nature, creative ability, this awesome talent, nurture that. Let them know how unique they are. Let them know how valuable they are. Let them know how gifted they are. And they will stand out. They will fly. They will fly. If I had this information a long time ago, when I was young, I would be awesome. I mean, I'm awesome now, but, I'm not trying to sound vain, but just think of the possibilities that you can have when you learn to embrace who you are, your uniqueness, your shyness, your talent, all that is you, all that God made of you. And it's an awesome thing. And when you learn to embrace that and internalize that and love that, you will be so surprised how awesome you feel. I just wanted to touch on that point. Let me see if there's anything else that I forgot. Let me see. Talk about turn negatives into positive, engage in negatives. Talk about years. Okay, I think I covered all the bases, but I just wanted to remind you, you are unique. You are awesome. Don't try so hard to fit in when you stand out. This is Sonia Walker from I'mGonnaDoItMyself.com, letting you know that there's going to be more videos to come in the future. Please stay tuned, and thank you for listening, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a blessed day.